Hello, today we're going to be going over the BDO console Reddit. It's been a while, so let's just go ahead and jump into it. Can't interact with other players. So for some reason, for the last few weeks, I have been unable to interact with other players. I see them in the world and in the chat, but whenever I go up to one, the ring menu doesn't pop up or doesn't give anything else. Is anyone else experiencing this? Not really. As far as I know, you may want to report this to a CM, or if any CM's watching, probably look into this, but even still, this is not a major issue considering that BDO is almost a really solo heavy game. So not that the ring menu that pops up over the players matters. So just don't worry too much about it, I guess, is the best advice I can say. Wait, oh my god, I'm an idiot. I wasn't holding the left trigger. God damn, what it's like to be a BDO noob. I wish I had those days back. Content. Why is there not much new content being added, like in our chilling gear and stuff? And Odalita, is the console versions going to be ended soon? Yikes. Okay, listen, this is going to be kind of a longish breakdown. I'm going to try and shorten it up. Console BDO sucks. Listen, the lack of content is because the game on console's performance is absolutely trash water. It performs really bad. If you do any kind of high-end PvP, you'll know what this is. I'll put some footage up for you guys so you can kind of just get a general understanding as to how bad it is. But yeah, it's pretty awful. The performance is bad. I mean, hell, it's so bad that earlier today I found a bug where if you use the memory optimization button over at Hex Sanctuary, it will just crash the game entirely. Like, you can literally crash the entire game just every single time. I did it on demand. So yeah, it's not that they don't want to release new content, it's because the game at the moment has really bad performance issues and they're trying to focus a lot of resources on performance rather than giving us new content, because there's no point in giving us a bunch of this content when we really can't utilize it because the game's performing is so poorly. Not only that, but they have also been doing reworks and a bunch of nonsense in that department as well. So yeah, there's just been a lot of there's been a lot of stuff going on. The removal of Balanos and Serendia, the removal of RBF. There's a lot of problems right now. It's if you're trying to get into BDO, now is definitely not the time. It's rough. It's really rough in these streets at the moment. Textures and crashes. PlayStation. That's all I need to read. The fuck is going on here? Wait, what is this? Is cooldown? Like, I don't understand what is happening. What ability is that? Hold on. What is this? What the fuck? This happens to every skill, but way more noticeable on skills with really low cooldown. I'm on a 20 ping, hardwired into fiber, still get it. And yeah, it's probably a server issue because BDO has pretty poor servers on the console end, at least it feels like it. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, like if your ability, oh, it keeps resetting. I see what's going on. So the 1 sec, it's turning into more or less 2 seconds rather than the actual like 1 single second cooldown or whatever's happening here. It keeps resetting. I understand. Yeah, this really is very noticeable with low skill cooldowns. So if you have something that's like 2 seconds, you're gonna see this happen quite a bit. It is a literal BDO server issue, which is just added to the laundry list of problems that this game has. Hanging chandeliers on Xbox. Can anyone help me with the height adjustment? So I went through this problem earlier because I was trying to actually like design my mansion for a little bit. And yeah, I ran into I was banging my head against the wall for like 3 hours. So what you're going to want to do is literally place it where you want, and then you're going to press the thumbstick down to adjust the height. And then you can do, it's like left on the thumbstick to choose it or something. It's one of the thumbsticks. Just press down on the thumbsticks and you can literally adjust the height however you want. It took me actually like 45 minutes to figure this shit out. It's really stupid. What in the goddamn hell is this? I don't understand what the hell this means. When did they re-enable heat stroke and whatnot? They added it like a week or 2 ago. I can't really remember, but supposedly it wasn't supposed to be in the game and they just let it sit in the game. Honestly, I don't buy that at all. They wanted it back in the game for whatever goddamn reason. Just something incredibly dumb and stupid, and I'm predicting crystal breaking coming back very fucking soon, which at that point that may be a deal breaker for me. So we'll wait and see, but yeah, they brought it back a little bit ago and it sucks balls. Does Calphi on Untitled Ball usually only show 30 minutes of content followed by hours of questions, or just this one? It's pretty much just this one. The last one was pretty decent, and the one before that was also rather decent, but this time we got really gypped, and console just got 5 minutes of airtime, and we just really didn't get any of our questions answered. We got virtually nothing. It was pretty bad. So unfortunately, if this was your first ball at in general, you came at the wrong time and it's unfortunate. It's usually not this bad, but the game's having issues, so it's unfortunate that this was your first one, but I want to say trust me, it's gonna get better. I really hope it does, but yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm sorry, my guy. Okay, here we go. A real question. Just started doing T1 Node Wars. Just wondering about some builds for my guild. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about Chimera earrings and such, but all were outdated. Can anyone post an example or direct me somewhere where I can find current information? All right, so this is my current gear on console as of right now. This gear is completely disregarded in T1 Node Wars and Medaya Siege. You cannot use this whatsoever because they are capped out at certain AP. Like Medaya Siege is capped out at 261. So the way we get around this is by using the Chimera earrings. So essentially what would happen is you put on the Chimera's pupil earrings, and the reason you do this is because they give you additional down attack damage. This is very solid and will make up for the loss of AP, because what's going to happen is your AP is going to be capped at 261, and Siege and Node Wars are very different. It's not combo oriented, so you're not going to be able to, you know, do a grab combo or a CC combo. It's usually range out, dive, dive, dive. So whenever people get knocks, so for example, let's say a wizard or witch throws meteor from the back line and they get a couple knocks or a couple picks, or maybe a Zerker Q buffs and gets a bunch of knocks. The idea is to use the extra 20% additional down attack damage from those CCs in order to do more damage, because since it's capped at like 261 or 265 or whatever the AP cap is, you're going to be able to make it up with a different percentage rather than using raw AP. So some people will use these Chimera earrings. Some people will use that, I completely forgot what that necklace is though. Is it the Kaya necklace? I think it might be this. I don't actually remember what earring it is, but people usually try and make it down to about 261-ish AP. And this right here, again, additional back attack damage. This will be good for your flankers, Musas, whatever the case may be. They'll dive the back lines and they'll try and, you know, flank around and get that kind of damage. So people will usually bring something like this as well. Normally, I don't use the Kaya necklace. I'll stick to my actual like AP as to what it is. So I'll put back on my Leighton. It puts me at 275, so I still can't use this. And the DP is capped as well. So there's not really a whole lot you can do in that department, unfortunately. So just get the Chimera pupils earrings, and that's just kind of like really all you're going to do. Oh, and I guess another thing you could do is put on your Kudum. That is the better option, because Kudum will give you a little bit more tankiness. Not to mention, Kudum actually does extra damage to you know, annexes, the fort itself. So you're gonna want to use Kudum in general in T1's Node Wars, because if it's gonna get you closer to 261, use that, and you're gonna do more damage to structures. So that is the general kind of consensus. This is very condensed and not every bit of information, but to get you started, Chimera's pupil earring and the Kudum, best choices for you for T1 Node Wars. I'm trying to quit. Which class should I roll? I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. You're not exactly doing a good job at quitting, my man. But if you're really trying to quit and get really frustrated, roll Maywa. You'll end up either like Machete or you'll quit the game. Is ghosting a common occurrence on console? Yes. You're going to see ghosting. You're going to see a lot of screen tears. You're going to see a lot of bad performance. BDO console performance is really not top tier right now. It's pretty bad. Witch versus Ranger. Both very solid class. One brain dead. One requires a little bit more thumbs, but still pretty brain dead. If you want my genuine opinion on which one is more fun, I think Ranger's a bit more fun. I like the movement. I like the skating that she does. It just looks really flashy and fancy. It's really cool. Witch has better heals. She just has heals in general. She's got PA. She's more desired in PvP in terms of large scale. She's overall just the better pick, in my opinion. Ranger is for kills. Witch, you can get kills and be supportive, and it's pretty hard to fuck up on Witch. With Ranger, if you're not getting kills, you need to re-roll immediately. Like, that's just facts. Like, you have to get kills if you're playing Ranger. Witch, you can suck dick and still at least be supportive at the very least. So if you got thumbs, Ranger. If you got no thumbs and you just want to be semi-decent and throw your head at the control, then Witch. Lawn or Mystic? Hello, I'm a main Lawn and I'm tired of being one-shotted. It's worth a switch to Awakened Mystic. I have a Pen Kudum and Pen Dandy, 261, 273, 314 with a classic DR bill. Okay, first of all, these are two very different classes. Like Lon, if you have DR, Lon can work with DR in Awakening, but I think Succession requires like evasion or something like that. I can't really remember. Mystic is nothing but evasion. She really doesn't work with DR. I mean, you can make it work, but not with this. Like with this, if you roll Mystic, you're gonna still suffer from the same issue. Like you're not gonna roll Mystic and be like, I'm so tanky. Like I'm tired of people thinking that certain classes you can just re-roll with any gear and be okay. The only classes that allow you to fucking do that are the shitty strikers and sages and novas and whatever, the ones that require minimal AP to do good. Mystic does not need a lot of AP to do good, but this DP, I still insta-kill you. And who are you fighting is the better question. Are you fighting big guilds? Are you fighting geared people? Because if you're fighting geared people, you're still gonna have to deal with getting insta-killed, because most people at the high top end, which you are not at because you're 261, 273, 314, this is not high end whatsoever. Almost anybody can insta-kill you with this regarding Mystic or Lon. The problem with running DR is that at low DP brackets, it doesn't, like, you're only getting a small percentage of, you know, a DR scaling. So if you're running DR, you're going to have to get upwards of 345, 350. And even then, for a Lon is a squishy class. She has iframes. She has super armor. She can fly in and out of situations because that is how the character is meant to be played. She's not a frontline tank. She's not supposed to be this, like, in your face, I'm gonna tank a hit. She is an assassin class, and that is how she is supposed to be played. What you are looking for is a free block button, and that I direct you to Warrior, Valkyrie, Nova, Strikers. Mystic can work, but honestly, I think you have better choices out there. So yeah, it's not about, you know, you're getting one shot. It's honestly, if you're getting hit as a Lon, do better. Literally do better. Stop getting hit as a Lon. She has iframe. She can fly away. Like, stop getting hit. Witch or Lon? It seems like Lon is squishy even with 309 DP. Anybody is squishy with 309 DP. Nothing is tanky with 309 DP. That is just, I'm going to stop you right there. Witch or Lon, both going to die with 309 DP. And for your secondary question for PvE, PvP info, listen, both of them are solid choices. Honestly, Lon performs better. I think grinding wise, I genuinely think that she pulls way more trash than the Witch. She just has better damage. She's got better iframes. She can literally just, you know, spin through mobs in succession. Like, she decimates. She can literally decimate, which is good. I mean, like, she's okay grind. Like, there's nothing wrong with her. If you pick Witch, you're still gonna make really good money. It's just, in my opinion, Lon is just the superior class. However, your reasoning for deciding a class is not the correct reason. You're like, Lon is squishy, 309 DP. Everybody is going to be squishy with 309 DP. Like, that's just, like, you need minimal, absolutely minimal AP to kill someone with 309, especially these two classes. Both of these classes, very squishy. You barely need 261, maybe 265 to insta-kill a 309 DP Witch or Lon. Like, that's just facts. You really don't need high AP to deal with this. So if you're going to choose one of these two classes, do not choose it based off of 309 DP, because this number means absolutely nothing. Pick whichever one is fun to play for one, and two, that is going to perform well for your situation. Are you an assassin type class? Are you a person that likes to flank and get in and out of situations? If that's you, go with Lon. Are you a kamikaze diver? Are you a person that likes to be supportive? Are you a person that wants to help team out a little bit more? Which is your choice? These are the questions you should be asking, not 309 DP. That shit is fucking nothing. Okay, I think that is where we're gonna go ahead and call it here, lads. These are some pretty interesting questions. It's been a minute, but yeah, regular videos should resume eventually whenever, you know, I come up with content to actually make, when there's actually content to make stuff on, which, yeah, it's rough. It's a rough Christmas. It's not good. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Yeah, she knows I'm the one. Yeah, she knows I don't need no